Welcome back, everyone, to episode 3 of TerraFirmaCraft with Dunk. Our pit kiln has just finished, so we're going to take a look at what we've got here. And ceramic vessel. Alright, so we look inside, we're going to see 200 units of copper. We're just going to need to grab that. We're going to make a copper saw. And a pickaxe. Alright. If we check the time, it is just about morning, so we can probably head outside now. Yep, there we go. Alright, let's make these tools. So much to do. We don't need the hoe right now. We can actually make the spindle as well. No? Alright, yeah, you want to be that way, fine. You know, I probably could have placed it if I hadn't made it, but it's really not that big a deal. In fact, actually, since we have a saw now, it's not much of a deal at all. That said, we need to get some wood. If you remember, at the end of last episode, we got just enough logs to make that kiln. So now we need some more. I really should be trying to get some saplings, though. We can always use some sticks, right? All right. Let's talk about what we're going to do today. So we have a pickaxe. We have a saw. We have a lot of markers to return ores. Actually, I think when I get back, I'm going to cut down that tree. But I think first thing I want to do, since I can no longer run, actually, is go get some more water. Ooh, more fruit bushes. Alright, and so we're just going to head over to where the farm is right here. Fill up our jug, get something to drink. Ooh. Hot spring. Alright. Actually just gonna break these leaves, make it a little easier to see. Okay, let's go chop down that tree. I literally walked into that. Alright. Yeah, we should use the shovel. Let's just think for a second how we're gonna get out. Yep. Alright, yeah, let's try not to do that again. Doesn't hurt to grab some more tetra. You know, I'm thinking we have tetra right here, we have sphalerite right here. We should probably start a mine just next to our house. Alright, and there's that tree. And you know, it does take such a long time for trees to grow. Minimum of 10 days. So we're going to plant that right now. Don't want to let it sit there forever, or let it sit in my inventory for too long. We might be able to find the tetrahedrite without a prospector's pick. It'll be really helpful if we can get one, though. Let's see, we have 2 to sphalerite. We have not found, or we used our native copper, didn't we? Because yeah, I definitely do have a marker for it. All right, we have wood. Let's start making some planks. All right, so from the comments that I've read on my last video, my first episode, it seems people want me to treat this like my audience is brand new, and I think that's a great idea. So using the saw, we just converted the oak logs into oak planks. Now you'll notice these are not the normal vanilla blocks. You can place them, and you can make some really interesting patterns and structures with them, like that. But you can't. They're not the regular blocks. So we're actually gonna do this to convert them into plank blocks. We're gonna need 4, and we're gonna make our crafting table. And you notice when I do this, it doesn't actually give me the item, but it does expand my 2x2 grid into a 3x3 grid. So as long as I don't die, I'll have the crafting table on me wherever I go. Alright, now we can actually start making some real items here. Make an oak door. The door will be the color of the door will be dependent on the type of wood you're using. I guess this does look quite a lot like a vanilla door, but that's just because I'm using oak. Now, most items you can make with the vanilla recipe, so using the full plank blocks, but it almost always won't be as efficient as using a recipe using these planks here. So for example, you could make 6 plank blocks and make a sign with a stick that way, but you're only going to get 3 signs, whereas if you'd use these planks here, I mean, you'll only get a single sign, but you'd be using 4 times as many planks to get 3 signs. So that's just something to keep in mind. Same thing with chests. You can make a chest just like that. So we're probably going to make 2. Alright, let's throw those down right here. Should be fine. Throw a few things in. Once we get some more tools, I'd actually like to redo the house out of a proper material. You know, a straw hut, just, it's not going to cut it. For me, anyway. Alright, what time is it? Getting a little late, 1 in the afternoon. You know, I think we could definitely try to dig for this right now. Now, that's a little bit dangerous. Falling blocks in TFC do the same amount of damage as a falling anvil in vanilla, and dirt can fall sideways, so if it lands on you, you might be in trouble. Alright. It's not going to be a terribly fast mining speed here. All of TerraFirmaCraft's blocks have a much higher hardness setting than vanilla blocks. For example, I believe grass actually is harder than vanilla stone. So me punching this here is going to take a little longer to break than it would be to punch vanilla stone. And stone, you can imagine, is a lot hotter than that. So even though it may look slow, well, it is slow, but I feel it kind of makes sense to be, well, I mean, that's kind of our position on this, that removing a cubic meter of stone shouldn't be so easy. Alright, so we're kind of going in blind here. You know, we do actually have a few torches. What kind of rock is this? Slate. Slate is metamorphic, and tetrahedrite does occur in metamorphic rock. So I think it's pretty safe to assume that we're going to be... Oh, and there's some ore right there. That's actually really lucky for us. What I was going to say is that it's safe to assume that the ore vein is going to be in the top layer of rock. Alright, so that's, let's see, what kind of ore is this? Rich tetrahedrite. So if we press shift, you'll see that it has 35 units. We look over here, that has 10 units. So each one of these is going to be worth 3.5 of these. So that means that this third ore block we're about to mine will actually be enough for another full ingot, or another full tool. This is actually quite great, guys. Really happy about this. Alright. Ooh, I really gotta eat something soon. And I think I've left all my food back upstairs. We're going to get a few more blocks here. Also, we don't want to be we don't really want to be outside when night falls. Let's just count how much we have. We have 13. All right, that should be more than enough. Time is it? Yeah, oh yeah, it's 5 p.m. Sky is getting dark. All right. Ooh, how many? We have 9 logs, 30 straw. But you know what? I don't know. I'm just gonna say I know that we've. You remember last episode where I found out that it is not a good idea to have thatch next to your kiln. I didn't actually go in and check. No, I already had some dirt. Let's get rid of what we have. I didn't actually go in and check to see what all the blocks that have been changed. But knowing blocks, I feel like wooden things would be one of them. So we're just going to make sure that we're not near anything like that chest when we do this. So what are we going to do? Alright, first thing we need to do. Nope. It's the wrong one. Get something to eat. Actually, we're also going to make sure to watch the decay on our food here. We don't have a lot of food right now, so I don't want to take any chances. Garlic, cabbage, gooseberries, tomatoes. All right, let's get eating that. And for a little variety, let's eat some gooseberries. We don't have many of those, but it'll help. Nope. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter because I took it all out. Yeah. All right. So let's think about this for a second. We have the Prospector's Pick mold. Oh, one quick thing I want to do here. This is going to be helpful. You'll notice that a lot of tools we can't actually put in a chest. A knife, you'll see it is weight medium, size small, whereas a stone shovel is weight medium, size large. So a knife can fit in a chest. No, saws can no longer fit in chests. Yeah, spindles can. But you'll notice that things like saws, or axes, shovels, saws, hoes, pickaxes, they can't fit inside the chest. So we're actually going to have to make a separate way to store those. It's actually a good thing I had 9 logs, because otherwise I wouldn't have enough right now. So we're just going to do that, and that will allow us to store some of our tools that we don't need right now. Alright, so we're going to make a we have 13 here. That is... Well, 10 would be 350 units. The other 3 is going to make 105. So that's going to be 455. We have 2 here. That'd be 475. That's not enough. So, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? Because I don't really want to have extra. Yeah, I'd have to make some ceramic molds to hold it, and I'd rather get just more tools. Let's think about this. 105, 210. What's that? Okay, 315. Yeah. 350. 350. I could get 385. Yeah, it's too bad. You know what? I could just we can cook 3 other molds plus this one. We'll have 4 molds in total. We could just cook up 350 worth and then just fill one of our tools halfway. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. All right, throw that in. Put that down there. What do we want to make though? I think I want to make a chisel. Ooh, a weapon would be nice. I think I'll make a sword. I think that's a good idea. So I'll make a chisel, a sword, and I think a scythe. All right. Let's do the chisel recipe. Chisel. Sword. And scythe. There we go. We'll have to decide which one we're gonna do only halfway. I think it'll be the scythe because that's the one that I don't really need to get working with right away. If you're wondering, the scythe will allow me to cut down leaves a lot faster, get sticks. I know that'll speed the video up a little bit, but I think I'd like to get working with some of the with the chisel and the sword a little quicker. And the logs. Oop. Can't be too fast. And let's try and get it lit. There we go. Alright, what time is it? It is hour 1. I think we're just going to do a little cut right here, and we will be back when it's morning, where we can go outside again. Alright, so I'll see you then. Alright, welcome back, guys. You can see the sun is rising. I've made a decision since last night. If we take a look at my waypoints here, you'll see we have native copper, limonite, tetrahedrite, 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 sphalerite, more tetrahedrite, and farm. Really, we don't have one for home? Anyway, so that means we have a lot of copper, a little bit of iron, some sphalerite, and, crops. But that isn't enough to make any alloys. We don't have bismuth, so we can't make bismuth bronze. We don't have any cassiterite. We can't make any regular bronze, and we don't have any silver, so we can't pan and get black bronze. So given that, and that we already have a working copper mine, I've decided that we don't really need a prospector's pick right now. There's no ore that we need to find, so we can actually start working with the scythe a lot faster. Okay, so first thing I want to do today, I think we need to chop down some more trees. Ooh, pine. I like pine. I think I'd like to... Okay, I want to plan out my house right now. I've made a hammer because I feel like we're going to be doing some chiseling soon. We can quarry some stone down in the mine down there. Slate might be a nice rock to build out of. I think we have, yeah, it looks like we see a little bit of sand on the map, and we have plenty of dolomite. I think I might like to make some slate brickwork, and have just some oak sides. I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, we're gonna chop down some trees though. Maybe collect a little bit more straw. Could not hurt. Yeah, but that scythe is going to be helpful. I'm just thinking with all the wood I want to use in my house, and I think it'd just be faster just to be able to plow through the trees, So, of course, after I start showing you how these things work, I can start, just cutting them out of the video entirely. Until then, though, All right, so I think, hold on a second here. I think we started this around midnight, 1 a.m. So it'll be maybe 9 or so. 9 or so, it'll be done. It'll be ready to go. Our pick, you know, we should, I want to run over and get some more water quickly. Ooh, and we can just grab these tomatoes for food. Yep. There you go. Some more tomatoes. Yeah, I don't really have the ability to make complicated meals right now. I only have fruits and vegetables, so I'm not terribly... I'm not going to freak out about making sure my diet is perfectly balanced. Alright, let's just see how this is going. Was this rice? I believe this is a grain. Looks like a grain. That'll be good to get some bread going. Alright. Void the hole. Getting close to having that pit kiln done, probably. Alright. Although, to be honest, we're probably coming up a little close, maybe. My math's it's not the best, probably, to wrapping up this episode. Give it a bit more time. Well, at least, let's at least make all the tools, and then we'll see where we are. Alright, 350 units. First we'll do the chisel. Now the sword. Oh, first the scythe, and then the pro pick. Alright. Let's just put that there and make some tools. Alright. So let's talk about these tools for a second. The scythe, I can actually show you what that does. Ooh, just tears through those leaves. I get a lot of sticks. Oh. Oop, yep. There you go. Oh, don't be that way. Alright, you get the idea. Just make sure we grab them all. 3 saplings. Alright, sword, 165 slashing damage. So it'll be a lot more effective than the 60 we get off the stone axe, and the chisel. So the chisel is interesting. You're going to see on the right hand side there, just the right hand side of my hotbar, there is a symbol. It looks sort of like a, well, it looks, I guess, like a square. You'll see though that it has sort of these kind of polished sides to it. And let's head down into our mine for a second. That is our smoothing mode. It's going to allow us to make smooth stone. Smooth stone. You have to have just keep in mind though that you have to have a hammer on your hotbar to use it. Next we have stairs. So we can do this, make some stairs. And we have slabbing. This will allow us to take away the faces of a block individually, up to 8 times. And micro block mode. We can actually do that to our slabbed block here. And take out individual pieces. We could also do it to a full block, although the rendering, yeah, the rendering is a little off. I'm almost wondering if that's something to do with my video settings. Smooth lighting maximum. Maybe if I turned that down. Oh yeah, see, it's the smooth lighting that does it. What? Yeah. Alright, so it's trying to be a little fidgety there. Yeah. So, oh, we don't have to pick with this. Slabbed blocks and chiseled blocks do not really, they don't drop anything. But smooth stone will mine and drop as a full block. We're going to call it smooth stone if we're referring to this rock, because I know in vanilla we talk about smooth stone, we mean the stone that just as it appears in the earth. We call this raw stone. So just to differentiate between the two, this is raw stone, that's smooth stone. Because there are a few recipes which require both of them. Alright, with that, I think we're going to have to wrap up this episode. So, I will see you guys next time.